In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up a roofing campaign on Facebook. I'm going to show you 6 different ways that you can create ads easily if you're a beginner, and this campaign is going to help you get high quality leads. So if you're looking to generate leads for your roofing business or for your clients, or maybe you're in another niche and you just want to learn how to create ads in general on Meta, I'm going to show you some tactics using AI that are going to help you create more ads than you ever thought possible, much easier than you ever thought possible as well. So let's jump on the computer and we'll dive right into it together. All right, guys. So in this video, like I said, we're going to be creating some roofing ads. We're going to be running them on Meta, and we're going to be using this new brand that we set up called Skip the Drill. If you don't know about the model that we use, we like to build our own brands and then sell leads through that brand. So, and that can be done a number of ways. You could sell leads, you could do appointments, you could do rev shares, you could even do retainers. We are focused on getting the highest quality leads possible. And so in this case, we have built this brand called Skip the Drill. We're going to generate roofing leads and we can distribute those as we see fit. Or maybe you're a roofer yourself and you want to generate leads for your own business. That works too. So we're going to be using a funnel builder called Perspective in this video. It's something we're testing out and we think it could replace a lot of other stuff that we use. If you don't know, we use Unbounce and LeadsHook, which is a landing page builder and a quiz software together. But Perspective might actually replace both of them. It's very clean and easy to use, especially if you're a beginner. And it's much better than Go High Level. If you use Go High Level for landing pages, I'm sorry, I just think it's terrible. Sorry, Go High Level. It's good for other things, not for landing pages. So this is the funnel that we've set up here. We've created Skip the Drill. We're going to be testing other niches as well, so not only roofing. If you have a niche you want us to test out, we will spend our own money on those ads, and you can actually see the results from those tests that we do. So again, I'm going to set this up and test it so you don't have to. So Skip the Drill is the brand. Let's check out the funnel quickly here. We got check if my zip code qualifies. We're going for a roof replacement. We want it urgent. Are you working with insurance? Most of the time people are. Congrats, you may qualify. Get an instant estimate. Let's put in our street address. We can use Google to verify this if we want to. We have not set that up on this quite yet. Putting them on my mailbox in the US. I'm in Canada if you didn't know that. Start my estimate. Okay, so first name, email, phone number. I would start by not having text verification just yet, but Perspective does allow for text verification. And by the way, if you want this funnel, you can click below and test out Perspective for yourself for 30 days. You can grab this template from us for free and try it out for yourself, because we're not 100% sold out yet. We're not ready to full on recommend it to you guys, but if you want to test it out as well, you can do that below. We're going to run a bunch of traffic through it and see if it's legit. So we have our funnel here that we're going to be sending traffic. I've then created a bunch of different ads and hooks here for our roofing ads. So what I want to show you guys today is using a bunch of different tools to create a bunch of different types of ads and then testing those ads and setting them up inside of Meta so that we can figure out the kind of best hook and the best type of ad combined to give us the best cost per lead and the highest quality lead. Okay, so again, our goal doesn't matter what kind of model you're using in your business, whether you're generating these leads for yourself or you're selling them or you're on retainer with a client or you work for an agency. We want to generate the highest quality lead at the lowest possible cost. That is what we focus on at Leadbase, okay? So I combined my own learnings with some ChatGPT to get a few different ideas here. I kind of like the negative angle here is like, is your roof trying to tell you something? Like, don't wait. Talk to somebody now who's a professional. There's flexible payment options. I'm kind of combining a few things. Licensed and verified pros, don't get like the local handyman to do it. So I have a few ads like that I liked quite a bit. And in fact, that's kind of the thing that I'm focusing on for the most part here. Okay, so sorry, I took a quick break there to grab a few more ads. So I've got my different ad angles here. There's a bunch of different ones again that we could go off of. We could go off of, don't wait too long to fix your roof. A minor leak can become this like major thing. There's financing options, like I said. There's the insurance angle of help. We can help you actually get that insurance coverage that you're looking for. So I'm going to take all these different angles and I'm going to play around with them in some different areas and create different types of ads here. I've also asked ChatGPT to give me a few different headlines here. So again, this is not a ChatGPT tutorial, but obviously you can leverage that and then kind of tweak it, because ChatGPT will not run your business for you. You need to be a good marketer. You need to understand how to write good ads, but it can be helpful for sure, right? So storm damage, insurance, cover your roof. So I've got a few different headlines here. Let's go and use our first tool. So I'm going to use revid.ai to create an ad here. So I've got one of my examples here, back to projects. I'm going to be putting all of this in a Google Drive, by the way. I'm going to be putting it in here, roofing. If you want this Google Drive, I'm going to be putting all these ads and all these concepts, all the things that I've written in this video in a Google Drive, by the way. If you want these, I'm going to be putting all of the concepts, all of the ads, all the headlines, the funnel, all of the different ads that I create, all the swipe files in a Google Drive, by the way. And if you want access to this Google Drive, you're gonna have to join the Leadbase Bootcamp. It's just 99 bucks a month. You get access to obviously not only what I just talked about, but a bunch of other stuff that's gonna help you generate high quality leads at the lowest possible cost. You can become a lead gen expert with the Leadbase Bootcamp for 99 bucks a month. There's 3 weekly calls with myself and other professionals that talk about lead generation, how to use AI, how to build funnels, how to build your lead generation business, or how to generate leads for yourself. We have tons of templates, tons of different funnels that you can swipe. For $99, it's the biggest no-brainer ever. And that's what everybody tells me, but nonetheless, it's still 99 bucks. So if you want to join that, you can get access to this. You can get access to everything that you saw in this video. And I would give a word of caution. Don't just use it, tweak it and learn from it, okay? If you just take someone's templates and use them, which you totally could, hey, people are probably going to do it. But if you take it and learn from it, you're going to become a much better marketer. So let's jump back into creating some ads here. Okay, so we've got revid.ai here. I really, really like this tool. I think it does a really good job of obviously like creating videos. They don't look as weird as some AI videos do, which I really like. So let's take a quick look at one of them that I made here. Hopefully it works.
Those small cracks, missing shingles, or stains on your ceiling, they're warning signs, and waiting could mean serious damage and a serious bill. Don't wait. Don't stress. Don't start cold calling contractors. Skip the Drill connects you with trusted local roofers in North Carolina. Fast. Licensed and verified pros. Flexible payments from $125 per month. No annoying sales calls or ghosting. We do the vetting. You get a new roof. Stress-free. Hit the button. Answer a few quick questions. We'll take it from there.
Okay, so pretty decent video. And again, this is just one of many that I'm going to create as I run this campaign. We've created a bunch of different ones that we've mocked up here that you can use, like anime style. You can use this like realism style. I actually like this one a lot. Let me just play it for you guys really quick. And I guess you can see this if you join the bootcamp.
North Carolina homeowners, don't wait for that tiny leak to become a major headache. Skip the Drill is your shortcut to finding licensed local roofing professionals who offer.
Okay, you guys get the idea. Let's actually make an ad here. Create new video. I'm gonna try the insurance angle and let's plug it in. And then you can choose I like the Pro Steve, like the realist one, Steve Jobs. And then we got to pick a voice.
Life
here.
without love.
Nope.
Government.
The thing always happens that you really believe in.
Oh, it's pretty good.
And the belief.
And we're going to generate a video. So we'll come back to that in a second. Let's move on to how long is that going to take? Building for 4 seconds. Yeah, let's give it a sec here. Let's go to captions, my next builder here. So what I'm going to do, by the way, guys, is I'm going to create 3 ads from each of these tools, and then I'm going to test them all against each other, and then we'll see which one does best. Simple as that, okay? So I've actually created more roofing ads than that because I've been messing around with this tool. But let's move over to captions. Let's check out one that I've created here. This one takes a little bit longer, but it's a really powerful tool. By the way, Revid is, I believe it's like $30 a month. Captions, I think, starts at $10 per month. And I'll show you how to set this up, and then I'll show you a finished product here. So we've got AI creators, and captions is just kind of upgraded everything. It's pretty impressive how they've done this. So let's try a insurance ad here, edit style. We're going to choose a person. I try and choose the person that looks kind of like, I like this Grant guy. Like, I think he looks like pretty normal. Let's try Ellie, generate video. So that's going to take a while here, but let's look at the one that I created earlier. Or can I not do that? Link a new tab. Please work. So what I like to do with these videos is test them out with AI, test out my different hooks with AI. And then if I find one, sometimes they'll just work really well on their own. But if I find one that's really crushing, I will probably take this and either do it myself, because I don't look like AI, I hope, and make the video a little bit higher quality. Or you could use something like Billow if you have the budget. So Billow is this really great site that allows you to like basically contract out like TikTok and Instagram influencers to make these videos. And it's usually about $150 per video. So I could, if I'm really confident in one of the hooks, I could make it into that. But you could make 10 of these versions with AI. And again, testing. That is the name of the game.
Is your roof hiding a costly secret? Every storm, every rainfall, every gust of wind could be silently damaging your home, turning small leaks into major disasters. Ignoring your roof won't make problems disappear. It only makes them bigger.
Okay, so you get the idea. I like the one where he's walking actually, because it just looks a little more natural, but these ads work. I've tested them in a lot of different areas, and I mean, we're gonna test this and see how it does. But that's another way to get ads done. It's our second way. And our first one, our other one's already done, or almost done here. We'll see how that looks in a second here. And we've got our Revid one done here. So let's look at Revid, see what it did for us here. Stop sign with money on a roof? That is incredible.
You might not have to pay for that new roof. Seriously. If your roof has storm damage, you could qualify for a full replacement paid for by your insurance. But filing the claim and dealing with adjusters, total nightmare. That's where Skip the Drill comes in.
Sick, I made a logo.
We connect North Carolina homeowners with roofing pros.
Okay, so this one's pretty sick. I like this one. I am gonna focus this campaign on North Carolina, by the way. It kind of makes sense for a home service brand to be focused on a state, and I just chose North Carolina. So that's why it says North Carolina. I think this looks pretty solid. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna export that in 1080, okay? And I'll kind of be splicing this all together at the end of the video to put this all into Ads Manager. So that's number 2. Number 3 is ideogram. Shout out to Chris from Leadbase Bootcamp who showed me this. It's pretty amazing. So what you can do is put your headlines into ideogram. So roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. I plug that in. I think this is about $8 a month. There's a free option, and this is what it spit out. So don't wait for it to leak. And we can prompt this to fix it. Magic prompt. Can we fix this one? Remix this, but fix the typo ito to it. Roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. Let's see what it does there. Waiting in the queue. So it's going to remix that for us so we can edit that. Oh, is it going to do all of them for me? Creations. So that's just one example. This one looked good though. Roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. Again, these are kind of AI different looking images. I get they're not like perfect, but a lot of times these kind of weird images work really well as ads. This could work really well as a Google discovery or like display ad. So roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. So that one was correct. This one, roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. So that one messed up again. So we'll have to fix that. Roof looking rough, don't wait for it. Don't wait for it to leak. So few things that AI can't do perfectly, but this one, hopefully it fixed. Roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. Roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. It didn't fix it. You guys get the idea though. I could use 3 of these, and I'm just going to plug in, some other ones here because I don't have time for the sake of this video to fix this perfectly. And I don't really care because I can produce an insane amount of images out of this. So let's go ahead and take our, let's go with storm damage. You might be owed, insurance could cover your roof. Let's do that. Let us help you claim it. Okay. Where am I? I don't want to do, no, not a remix. I want to do generate. We're going to do square style. Oh, that's cool. I'm just going to generate. Let's see what it does for us here. Give that a second. And I'll keep moving on to the next tool and coming back. 16%, 39. Oh, this is going to be done in a second here. Okay, let's see. These aren't always going to be perfect, but again, you can't create ads this quickly. Okay. Insurance could help you cover your roof. Let us help you claim it. Insurance could cover your roof. Let us help you claim it. Insurance good. That's pretty good. You guys get the idea. Try that one. Download. This one's more cartoony. Insurance could cover your roof. Let us help you claim it. Sure, why not? The ad that you don't think is going to work is usually the one that works too, which is funny. So we've got a few different ads here. Again, you can make hundreds of ads here. It's pretty incredible. That's type 3 of the ad that I'm going to test. Obviously like an image ad. And then we've got Canva. A great way to just create ugly ads. Or, you could obviously do a ton of stuff with Canva. I like to create ads like this that are very straight to the point and just create like a slew of them like so. So let's see. Oops. What am I doing here? Delete page. Delete page. So I've got the first one. NC homeowners can replace the roof for $125 a month. Financing offer. Roof looking rough, don't wait for it to leak. Scare offer, or scare tactic, I should say. The last one could be our headline that we just talked about. It could be, don't pay for your roof until you read this, something like that. Your insurance could pay for your roof. Let us help you get it. Again, this is all going to depend on what your client wants. Obviously, you can't just like shoot an offer out there that someone can't fulfill. But I know in the US, it's a huge thing, isn't like roofs covered by insurance. Your insurance might owe you a roof. We'll help you get it. Maybe I'll shrink that a little bit. Okay, so really simple ad, Canva. Again, just a way to get your headline across and call out an audience. It's something I use a lot, and I've spent a lot of money on ads like this. The last thing you can do is I have been messing around with ChatGPT's images creation. Now, where'd my image go? So another way, kind of similar to ideogram, I guess, is creating something on here. You can tell ChatGPT to obviously create you different images and stuff like that. So let's do one more here. I've got this one. North Carolina homeowners get a new roof starting $125 a month. Let's prompt it with create me an image. Oh, she's not done yet. Create me an image of, it's probably not the best prompt in the world, but let's see what it does. It might take a little bit. So let's, I'm going to compile all these into a folder, and then I will meet you guys in Ads Manager and we'll start to set this thing up. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything here. Basically though, again, I just created one ad on each of these platforms here. And, oh, she's ready. Let's just check this one out on captions together. Anyways, I'm creating one ad in this example, but I'm going to create three per different platform. What you really should be doing is 3 per hook essentially, but the way I set this up is going to help us split test all of this. You'll see that in a little bit.
You might not have to pay for that new roof, seriously. If your roof has storm damage, you could qualify for a full replacement paid for by your insurance. But filing the claim and dealing with adjusters, total nightmare. That's where Skip the Drill comes in.
Doesn't really look that natural.
We connect North Carolina homeowners with roofing pros who know how to handle insurance claims.
Okay, guys. So again, I will meet you in the Ads Manager in a sec here. All right, guys. So we are in the Ads Manager here. This is for this is kind of our test campaigns. You'll see here we got epoxy. I think this is. I was renaming these. This is solar. So let's start building this campaign out. So this method we're going to use here is kind of like more of a beginner method. There are some methods that we like to use that leverage some different like AI applications that allow us to test a little bit more acutely. But this is going to help you drill down at least on the ad creative, which I believe is the most important aspect of your ad. Number 1 is the ad creative. Number 2 is like the first 2 lines of your ad copy. Those are kind of the 2 big things that make a huge difference. And then obviously everything makes a difference and you can split test everything. But in this video, we're going to show you how to set up a campaign that is going to test those different ad creatives and focus on the creative first. And then in round 2 of this, you could focus more on the ad copy. So you kind of can only test one variable at a time. We don't want to test too many variables. And in this, we're going to be focusing on the creative, like I said. So hopefully that makes sense. I didn't confuse you guys there. Let's go ahead and create a new campaign here. So we're going leads, manual, always don't use tailored. Okay, so this is going to be North Carolina because that's the place we said we were going to go in. No categories declared. I'm hoping they don't throw me in special category because I'm mentioning monthly financing, so I might be careful with my language there. This is going to be, we're going to have 10 different, I'm going to just choose 10 of the ads that I created today just so this video is not a million minutes long. So we're going to go NC, we don't need to do NC, that's at the campaign level. Let's go just image 1. We're actually going to utilize dynamic creative here with image 1. So we've got website, skip the drill, conversion event is lead. So we've set up our pixel here, our budget per ad set. So this is going to depend on how you want to, how much money you're able to spend on this. So shout out to George from Bootcamp. He's one of our coaches. He kind of showed us a cool method that he's been using where you have a very small ad set budget so that you can test the click-through rate of your ads. I'm going to kind of use a hybrid approach of that. So I'm going to have 10 different ad sets here. So I'm going to go $5 per ad set or per creative. I'm essentially putting $5 towards each creative to see which one has the best click-through rate, which one's getting the best response. And then we can kind of scale the ones that are resonating with our audience. In this, I'm going to keep things a little bit more simple and I'm going to use dynamic creative to run either 2 or 3 ad copies along with my creative. Because what you could do is split out every single creative you have with one copy, but you'd have, you'd have 50 to 100 ad sets, which you could do, but it's going to take a long time. And there is ways to do that with AI that I will explain in other videos. But again, for people just kind of beginning, but even for intermediate kind of ad, media buyers, this method's great. You're going to be able to test a lot of different creatives. Anyways, so Advantage plus audience. I hate the new audience options. I'm going to use original for now. I'm going $5 per day. I'm going to turn on dynamic creative. But again, within the dynamic creative, I'm only going to run one image, which you have there. Image 1 dynamic creative is why I've named it that. Let's go. Sorry, we're not going United States because we're going North Carolina. Because I just think that makes sense. You have to select. They kind of changed this targeting now, which is interesting. They make you select a country first, but I think we're good there. 5.3 million. That looks right. Age, we're going to go 30 to 64 in this one. I like to exclude 65 plus usually. And I think I'm going to leave this wide open. So when you're starting out, you can either go broad if you're kind of at the state level. You can either go broad or you can go based off of an interest. In terms of roofing here, it's probably not going to make sense to do that because we're going to have way too small of an audience. Yes. So I think I'm just going to go broad here. You could target like parents or families to try and like narrow this down, or home improvement to try and narrow down like just homeowners in general. So if we go home improvement, it doesn't really, it's not perfect. If we go home improvement, home and garden, this could work for us. I think I'm just going to go broaden this one and let the algo do its work, especially because I'm going to be calling the audience out with my ads directly, right? So someone who's renting, who doesn't care about the roof, they're hopefully not going to respond to the ad, and the algorithm is going to learn over time as this is optimized who we're looking for. Okay, so that's that. Image 1 right here. One thing I wanted to mention is I have a lot of different ads there. I'm going to focus mostly on, not as much on the insurance hook, because I realize if they're going to my lander, it's going to look a little bit, it's not going to be very cohesive if it's like, figure out how to get covered by insurance, and then they go there and it's $125 per month. If you remember, this is our lander. So I'm going to keep the the ad copy pretty, not generic, but focused on the $125 a month and like, don't wait around to fix your roof. So again, as you can see, there's so many different things that we can be testing here. We're focusing on one thing at a time. You could have a different campaign that's roofing, insurance, North Carolina, and replicate this for that and test all these different things. But I understand people's budgets aren't, several $100s per day. So we kind of have to test things as they come here. But that insurance angle could be a really strong one. So I think that would be worth testing. Okay, so we've got our page in there, skip the drill, and we are going to add in a few different creatives. I'm going to select an image here, and let's just start with one of our images that we just added. Where'd all the other ones go? Oh, there we go. Let's go get a new roof starting at $125 a month. Let's start with that, okay? So I've got that, optimize creative for each person. We are going to, I haven't actually split tested this versus not having it on, like directly. I'm going to leave that on. And then we're going to plug in 3 ads here. So I think emojis are very important, and calling out our audience is very important. I'm just going to move this tab here. So primary text, we got to clean this up a little bit here. Facebook has this new thing that you can't see what, you have to scroll up with your tab and everything. It's just terrible. North Carolina homeowners. Is your roof trying to tell you something? So emojis tend to work well. I'm gonna leave that in there. See, I just spaced and it went to the bottom. There's no perfect way, but I like to have spaces in here, small cracks, missing shingles or stains on your ceiling, the warning signs, don't wait, don't stress, skip the drill, $125 a month. Hopefully this doesn't flag us. Let's see what happens. And if not, I'll change it if I have to. I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll get shut down from that. Okay, we're gonna add another one in here. So I'm just gonna test 2 in this just for the sake of this video. I'm gonna plug this through ChatGPT quickly and come back here and get some emojis added. So just go to the let's go to roofing ad creation, add some emojis to this for a Facebook ad and make it better. Oh, I didn't even add the thing. This one, sorry. No. Add some emojis to this ad and make it better. Okay, we're gonna start with that one. Nice emojis in there. Oh, did it not do the whole thing? Oh, it didn't. So I'm not calling out North Carolina in this one, so we'll see which one does better. Be interesting. I'm just gonna test those 2, and then I've got my headlines here. I'm just gonna test a few different headlines as well. Let's go with just 2 simple headlines. Roof replacement from $125 per month. I know from speaking to people that the monthly payment option tends to do quite well. Let's add a 3rd headline, because headline's it's not going to make or break our ad. Let's do this one. I know it's not insurance based, but I think it's a good one. Don't pay for a roof until you see this. And let's just go and take some emojis and plug them in there. Something like that. Okay. And website URL. There it is. There's our ad. That's not a square, actually. Let's just mess around with that. Edit media. So we're going to, I guess we're not actually going to have a perfect crop there. So I'm going to use a different ad. I like to put all my ads as perfect squares just because it makes it so much easier for them to work across the board. Get a roof, $125 a month starting at. Sick. I need to redo those, which I will do in a sec here. Let's start with this one. That'll be image 1. Okay. And then we're going to go to this, and we're going to go create an image. I know there's easier ways to square that potentially, but I'm going to have ChatGPT do it for the purpose of the video. So we've got our first ad here. Again, we're testing the creative, the creative. I keep saying creative and copy, mixing them up. So it's our first ad here. Skip the drill. North Carolina homeowners. Is your roof trying to tell you something? Don't. Roof looking rough? Don't wait for it to leak. Scaring them, freaking them out, sending them there. This is an ad created, publish, okay? So I'm going to publish that. And then I'm going to duplicate my ad set 9 times and plug in my different creatives, and that'll be it. And again, if you want to see the results of this, you're going to have to join the bootcamp. $99. We have a bunch of different courses that we're putting in there. They're inside a course, but I guess trainings or videos where we're showing the results of these, and we're taking these several steps further, utilizing AI, testing things a little bit more extensively, throwing our own money at it, putting our money where our mouth is. So no, I don't want to do that. Go away. Trying to tell me what to do. So you'll have to join the bootcamp if you want to see the results of this, but I will be making more videos like this where I test out different things. And again, that's where you can get all the swipe files from this video, all the funnels, all that good stuff. So duplicate this 9 times, and then we're going to have 10 different ads to work with here. So we don't need to call these dynamic. We know. Okay. So image 2, select image. Oh, that one's wrong again. That one's all mangled. You know what? I'm going to leave that in there because sometimes those things work, which is, funny enough. Ads that are typos actually tend to catch people's attention. So you know what? We're going to leave it in there. Image 3, select images. We're going to go with, did we do this one already? No. That one says Ito as well. Let's do a different one. Okay, I lied. I'm not that confident in it. Get a roof, $125 a month starting at. Let's steal this one here. North Carolina homeowners get a roof starting at $125 a month. Boom. We're going to use that one. Oh, this one. There we go. Don't wait for it to leak. We're going to go boom. So you guys get the idea. I will come back in a sec once I'm done this. Hey guys, Future Ryan just jumping in really quick here. I was just chatting with Ryan B, and we're not in the roofing space, and we were chatting with some other people as well, some pros in the Leadbase community, and we actually are going to be selecting special ad category for this because apparently with the payment plan thing, I kind of should have known because I've seen this happen to me before. It's considered a financial product or service. And then we're just going to select housing as well because we might as well. If we're already in a special ad category, we might as well. So we're going to have to modify our ad sets here. And what you would do, not Canada, United States. Oh, come on. What you would do is select United States. Okay. And then you're just going to be limited on your targeting. Which for roofing isn't that big a deal. It's just you're just gonna have to open up your age targeting to 18 to 65 plus, which is not the end of the world. Your call outs in your ads are still gonna be what is important. We're calling out North Carolina homeowners. That's what's important. And this is gonna make it so we don't have to deal with all those annoying get ads getting rejected, all that stuff. So let's just make sure this publishes, and then we'll jump back into whatever I was doing in the video. All right, guys, our ads are loaded in. We've got images 1 to 5, videos 1 to 5. I'm pretty excited to see what wins here. It's going to be pretty interesting. We've got $50 per day. I'm going to run this for 2 or 3 days on my own dime. And then if you want to see the results, like I said, you got to join the Leadbase Bootcamp, link in the description. We are releasing so much new stuff there for $99. Guys, I know I'm tooting my own horn here, sponsored by myself, but it's pretty worth it, guys. And you can join over 150 plus other lead generators who are generating leads for themselves or for their agency, seeing tons of success, lots of great stories in there. So hopefully we see you in there. And I'm going to be releasing hopefully more videos on this channel. It's really my focus to just try out new tools and share the results with you guys. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment on what you want to see next, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.